Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to build a business website the hassle-free way. Now this method and tool I'll share with you is completely different to what you might be used to, especially if you've used WordPress before. It might be similar to if you have used Wix and Squarespace, but also at the same time this method has way more benefits for you as a business owner. Now the tool I'm sharing with you does not require coding skills, and practically even basic technical skills will be sufficient to use it. And the reason why you definitely want to check this out is if you're doing any kind of service business, if you're doing any type of products or e-commerce, if you're doing any type of training or online courses, this is definitely for you. And the reason is because the tool itself has more than just a website builder. It also has an email responder, so you could send emails to prospects, you could send automatic updates, automatic emails, you could also have sequences sent out, broadcasts. It has a help desk feature, it has a video platform, so as an online course creator you could host your videos or your training on the same platform that you use to create your website, and all of this is connected using the dashboard that the tool that I'm sharing with you has. Now the downside to this is, no, if you're starting out and you don't have any money to invest, this might not be the best for you. However, there is a 14-day trial with this tool, but after that you pay $99 for it. Now the tool I'm talking about is called Kartra, and Kartra is a website landing page builder built by online marketers, but for ordinary business people who definitely want to have a thriving business online. Now, my name is Don, and I review business tools and softwares that help business owners succeed online. And I am also sharing my journey on my YouTube page, so you definitely check out, subscribe, and check me out as I release a ton of other content related to online business. So I will just show you an example of a website that you can create. And so, for example, this is a review page for reviews, so you could create a website like this using Kartra, and it makes it extremely simple. So Kartra, as I mentioned, not only builds websites, but you could build other types of, depending on the type of websites that you're going for, you could definitely build it in the same platform. So this here is an example of for example, if you're selling a service online, you could this is a template you could edit and make it well, you could charge people for your services, you could have pricing plans, you could do so much more. So why don't we just jump in the platform and then we can create a website and see how it can work for you. So here we are in the back end, and on your left you have the different sections of the tool that and the different functions that they have. So we have the my products section here, which is where you would list your product and have it, for example, your services or your physical product or your digital product, you could list it right here. And then once you list it right here, you could list the pricing, and you could put the package, you could put the creatives here, you could put the details here, and you could also track. It has an analytics dashboard, so you could, if someone buys it, you could see the stats here. And the same is on the my communication section. This is where your emails and your autoresponder can be connected. So here you would list, you'd have a list of the, for example, if you're selling t-shirts online, you'd create a list saying t-shirt buyer, and then have that create a tag with the same name, and then or a different name, and then you could segment your customers here, and then on the leads section you can see who has signed up for your leads, and then just have them, you know, reach out to them. And then the communications at the top here, you can send automations. So if you don't know what an automation is, this is basically where you can, if someone buys something, you can send them something that add a specific email, or you could add them to a specific list, or you could do a tag, or if they click on something you could do something. So this is the automations, which is very important. It just takes a ton of work off your hands. Now I don't want you to spend too much time on the other features. If you want to know more about them, then definitely they have training on all of these cool features within the software. However, for the purpose of this video, we will just jump to create a website. So click on the My Pages, and then you will be faced with the page. Also, as I mentioned before, you definitely could track within all these different sections. You have the capability of seeing what's happening within it using the analytics feature. This is where you could see whoever is engaging with your pages and if the goals have been reached. So for example, if someone bought something from your page, it will appear here, and then you could track this, and you could definitely use that information to help you with running more successful businesses. So now we'll just click on the My Pages, and then we can create a page. And then so now once you're here, you click on the green plus page sign, and then after that you will be led to where we can find our templates, and on the left you can see the different types of templates that Kartra has. So for example, a squeeze page. A squeeze page is where you can collect someone's emails, and they just have a specific, they have one function to do when they land on a squeeze page. They are not, so it's very focused on the action. So they are used to, for example, collect emails or have them subscribe to have a call with you. You could use that as a consultant to have them sign up for a meeting, things like that. And then the video sales page is for those who use videos to sell. So you could use this for your course. You could have long sales pages for higher ticket offers. You could do product launches here. All of these are templates. And for now, we just want to create a simple blog post. So we'll click on blog homes, and then we just look for a template to create, and we could use, actually I would choose blog posts. We could create a simple blog, and then we'll click on this template, and then once you select that template, click launch builder. Once you're here, you could name your page. We could say this is my blog, my blog. You could definitely call it whatever you want. The category section here is for those who want to categorize their websites if you have more than one. So for this, it is a blog. I already created a category called blogs, but if you haven't, you just click down here, manage my categories, and then click name your category, and then click there. So for now, we will just click on the category, and the site, this is to connect your site to another page that you create for the same website. So for example, if one page is the home page, you could create another page and call it the About Us, and then once you're here, you could just select that About Us page and connect it with the home page. That way Kartra knows that that page is from the same website. So after you've done that, for this we have not created that, so we'll create no site in particular, and then click create. So now once we wait for this to load, I can show you the drag and drop page builder feature, which makes things very simple to use and design. So this is the page that we want to build. So as you can see, this is just a basic page where everything in here can be rearranged. So for example, this, we could put it anywhere we want. We could put it there, we could put it here, we could bring it back here, we could put it at the top, we could even put it where this video is. So it definitely is so easy to edit. And then we could always let's just change it up. Perhaps we put it up here. We could always edit all of this by hovering over the item, and then once you hover it, actually we could do it sometimes, yeah, we do it for the overall page. Click the pencil icon to edit both elements, or delete them, or copy them, clone them, or drag and drop. So we'll just edit it, and then from here we could align it, we could do a lot of things. We could have an animation, we could try this animation, the flash, see what happens. And once you preview the page, it will show you that animation. So we will just start from the top. The logo, you can edit it. And before I go there, I just want to talk about the menus on the left here. So at the top, when you click on the site, you could assign this site to a specific site like I was talking about before. So this site could connect. So for example, we could create a page called features, and then once we create it in a separate once we create it with a template, we could have it, then we could come to the main site and then click on the site, and then we will connect it here. And then also after doing that is once we click on the icon here, we could edit it and link it to another page, another Kartra page, another page that we create. So we'll link it to another page, then come here, select site, and then we will select the same site that we have created called features. So, and then below that there is the settings feature where we can edit our SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. So this is how Google knows what your page is about and how you can rank on the Google search engine. So here we will put specific, we could say the best drones, the best drones of 2020, and then you could definitely do better with that SEO and say check out the latest. And then the keywords, you could say drones 2020. You definitely could do better with the SEO. You could, after you fill all of this, you could then just click apply. And then once your page is published, you could check, you could do what is called you could check how it appears on search engine once it's indexed. So there is a lot of things you could do. If you're familiar with the SEO, that will make sense. If not, you could learn a bit more on YouTube, definitely. That's another topic of itself. And then on the page styles, this is where you could edit the page itself with a custom style. So if you know coding, this is where you would put certain codes. And if you want to change the font for the whole website, you could change it here. You could change the font size for the whole website here, and then you could change the background color here. You could change the content background color, so within the contents you could change the color here. You could change the width of the page to from full to fixed, so that means it could be you could shift this around. On the sections page, we could have the different sections within Kartra. So those are this marked by the red cog. This would be a section. So if I edited that, this is section 1. It's named section 1, and then this is another section, section 2, and then so forth. So just find the next section. This is another section, section 3. So those are good to know if you are trying to link specific places to a section. So for example, I could link this, click edit this home icon, I could come to the link section and then link it to a particular section within the page. So for example, I could, when they click that, it will scroll to a section within the page. That way you could then just have it, so for example, I could link it to section 1, and then once we preview it, it will just go back to this section. Well, we'll definitely want to link it to a section that is not the same section, but then that's how it works. And then when you go back to the sections, there is other there's other cool things that we could have. We could add a different navigation menu, so we could change this. We could change it to one of the menus that they have here. We could change that. We could change the hero section. This is just the slider right here. We can make it look different, and different buttons. We could make it different people, images. It's all editable, which is really cool if you are someone who likes to be uniquely, if you want to really take on your design of your website into your own hands. This allows you to really have that flexibility. So then the navigation menus, the hero section, and the content, you could have content look differently. These are the templates that they have, but you could also edit it yourself using the drag and drop. And then the call to actions, these are just the buttons that you can put. So we could add one now by just dragging and dropping it here. Let's just drag and drop one here. Oh, actually, excuse me. Let's see if it will work here. Maybe I think what I'll do is I have to paste it under the section. Hold on. Yeah, so it's going under the section. We need to create, so we'll just delete this. They will paste as a new section. If you're dragging and dropping, it will be under a new section. Now you see, this is good if I was doing e-commerce. This would be a nice section too, and a nice ad. So we'll just delete that. So can delete this. Hold on. So if I wanted to add something new to the top, I'll have to create a column, I believe, right here. So we'll have to go to components, actually the columns at the top. This allows us to see the different columns, and then components, this allows us to add things within the column. So social share, this I could add right there. Right, you have to click it down, and then once we're here, we can drag this here. We can drag it within. So column components can be dragged within the columns. within this column, but you cannot have a section within the components. So a section will have to be brought to its own section. So then after you have a section, then you can put components within the section. Hopefully that makes sense. So for example, we can have a section here. We could create a section by, let's see, empty section, and create an empty block, and then drag it here. Drag it to its own, yeah. So it dragged it to away from this. So this is a section right here. Now this is a section. We could put a component within that section. So we could put buttons. Click on that, and then go here, and then drag it within that, and it should paste it there. Just give it time to load. I'm wondering if I have done it wrong. Let me see. Go back. So sometimes it takes a while. Seems like that one. Let me try that again. So a section. Let's delete this. And then we can try empty section. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's add something else. Let's add pricing table. Click on that. Drag this. Can drop it there. Okay, that seems to be working. Pricing table. Okay, delete that. So the empty block might also be just an empty block for space, not exactly for putting things on top. So this, the component section might also, yeah, so this is what actually what I wanted to show. The columns. Now we could add different columns. We could drag this as 100%. We could do, let's do 33%. So yeah. Okay, so we add a different section right there. So now you can see that we have two sections depending on, and then we can drag things in there. So we can drag a component. We could put images, and you could drag image. Oh wait, we have to click the drag and drop, and then drag the image right there. And then once, should have drag and drop the image right there. So once it's dragged there, we could put text. We could drag the text right there. You just have to get used to the drag and drop feature, I have to admit. But this, as you can see, we can just continue editing that, and then all of this can be edited. Just link it to a different page. So as you can see, we could also link this to a pop-up. So we will just so we can edit this, or I can go link, and then we can link this to let's link it to we can either link it to a download file. Let's link it to a video file, video player, and then we can link. If we had a video within Kartra, we could populate it there, or we could use YouTube, and then let's find a YouTube video. just pick one of this, and then let's go back here, the YouTube video, pick a black. So let's just preview this page. This is just a very rough editing style, just to give you an idea what you could do within this. It definitely is not the best thorough in-depth video, but we can play with this. So this is how it looks like. We added this, and then you can click it, brings a pop-up, so you can see how there's a lot you could do with this. If you're very creative, you can definitely do this. So as you can see now, there is lines here, the column lines here that have appeared. This is the reason why, so we can just shut them down and they will disappear. This is just to show you, to help you in your editing. So as we were looking to the left, there is pop-ups. You could have pop-ups, exit pop-ups. So someone is going to click outside the page, you could create one, and once we create we could activate it, we could pick one from the list. So we could pick this one, and then once we pick it, right, we could just pick, and then we could go click X. So that should, wait, hold on, I feel like I should have yeah, definitely dragged it there. So picked one, drag it, drop it there, and then now when someone goes to exit, we can collect their email. So let's just preview that or save it, and then so this is it. It's so much more you could do. So we'll just, for this, don't want to drag this too long, but once you edit it, there is this is definitely one of the best software building tools. So you can see the exit pop-up has appeared. So yeah, if then maybe I'll show you the help desk, and then if you definitely want to check this out, click the link in the description below and you will be able to get Kartra for 14 days. And then there is also the capability of you could design a page like this and then embed it on your WordPress site. So you could definitely embed this site on a WordPress, so that you could take the look and then still host it on your WordPress, whichever works for you. So this is the icon. So if you want a help desk, we could choose one. You need to create one within Kartra, and then you would apply it here. It will appear as a chat icon at the bottom. So yeah, and then at the code section, we could also, if you have a specific code that you want to put here, you could just click it, and then it would we could put it somewhere. Let's see where we can show columns. Can put it there. So you could put a HTML code anywhere you want to put it, and then you could have whatever you've coded appear there. So yeah, so if you want to, yeah, so that's how Kartra looks like, and it's just as simple as what you can see. So if you like this video, then please check out there'll be more videos concerning Kartra, so stay tuned. Also check out the link in the description, and you can get the trial and play around, see how it works for you. If it's good for you, then you can just have your website built with it. And yeah, shoot me a message if you need more tutorials like this in the future. So let me know what else I can show you, and thanks for watching this.